There is a sacred moment in the awakening of each morning, when the first rays of the sun touch the earth, bringing with them not only light and warmth, but divine energy that transcends our human understanding. In 2025, we live in an extraordinary period in human history, where solar manifestations reach unprecedented levels, signaling a new era of spiritual awakening. The sun, in its magnitude, has always been much more than a blazing star at the center of our solar system. From ancient civilizations to the present day, it remains a living symbol of the divine presence in our world. Each ray that passes through the atmosphere carries with it a coded message from the Creator, a silent call that resonates in the depths of our soul. When we observe the sunrise, we witness much more than an astronomical phenomenon. We contemplate the daily renewal of divine commitment to creation, an eternal promise of light that dispels darkness. This unbroken cycle of rebirth teaches us about the cyclical nature of spiritual life, about moments of light and shadow that shape our journey of evolution. Ancient spiritual traditions have always recognized the sun as a tangible manifestation of divine power. The Egyptians venerated him like Ra, the Incas as Inti, the Hindus as Surya. Each culture, in its own way, understood that the sun represented something far beyond its physical nature. It was, and continues to be, a portal to understanding divine mysteries. In our present time, the intense solar activities we witness are no mere coincidence. They are celestial signs, physical manifestations of a great spiritual transformation underway. Each solar flare we record in 2025 carries with it a greater purpose, a divine call to awaken sleeping consciousnesses. Imagine for a moment the magnitude of these solar flares. Millions of tons of pure energy being released into space, crossing millions of kilometers to touch our planet. This impressive strength is just a fraction of divine power, a reminder of our smallness in the face of the Creator's greatness. However, it is precisely in our apparent insignificance that our greatest strength lies. The sun teaches us daily about the nature of divine love. Just as his rays indiscriminately touch all beings, illuminating both the deepest valleys and the highest peaks, God's love reaches each of us, regardless of our condition or location. There is no place where your light cannot reach. There is no soul that your heat cannot touch. The solar flares we witness are like divine heartbeats, cosmic pulsations that reverberate through the fabric of the universe until they reach every cell of our being. These phenomena affect not only the Earth's magnetic field, but also our own vibrational frequency, our spiritual consciousness. When a solar flare occurs, waves of energy ripple across interplanetary space, creating a cosmic dance of light and energy. Likewise, the spiritual awakening we experience creates waves of transformation that ripple through our collective consciousness. Each person touched by this divine energy becomes a point of light, a catalyst for change in their own circle of influence. This is a unique moment in our spiritual history. The intense solar activities of 2025 are not just isolated astronomical phenomena, but part of a larger divine plan. Just as the sun goes through cycles of intense activity, our spiritual consciousness also goes through periods of accelerated transformation. The awakening of divine consciousness is not a uniform or predictable process. Just as solar flares vary in intensity and duration, each person experiences their spiritual awakening in a unique way. Some feel a sudden enlightenment, like a flash of understanding that completely changes their perspective on life. Others experience a gradual awakening, like the dawn that slowly dispels the darkness. In the midst of this awakening process, many experience heightened sensations and perceptions. There may be moments of profound clarity alternating with periods of apparent confusion. More vivid dreams, striking synchronicities, and an expanded sense of connection with the divine are common signs of this awakening. It is important to understand that these manifestations are not coincidences or mere psychological effects. They are indicators of profound transformation occurring at levels that transcend our rational understanding. Just as the sun influences all aspects of earthly life, the awakening of divine consciousness affects all dimensions of our existence. At this historic moment, each awakened soul becomes a beacon of divine light. Like photovoltaic cells that transform sunlight into usable energy, we become transformers of divine energy into concrete actions of love, compassion, and wisdom. This is the true purpose of spiritual awakening. Not just receive divine light, but to become a channel through which this light can flow and benefit all of creation. The sun teaches us about the importance of balance between giving and receiving. Just as it constantly radiates energy without ever running out, our spiritual awakening enables us to serve as channels of divine grace without burning out. The source is infinite, and the more we open ourselves to receiving and sharing, the more abundant the blessings flow through us. As we move forward on this journey of awakening, we begin to understand that every challenge, every moment of doubt or discomfort, serves a greater purpose. They are like sunspots that, although apparently dark, are actually regions of intense energetic activity. Our own shadows, when illuminated by the light of divine consciousness, reveal themselves as opportunities for growth and transformation. The awakening of divine consciousness is not a final destination, but an ongoing journey. Just as the sun never ceases its movement, our spiritual evolution is a perpetual process of expansion and refinement. Each new dawn brings with it the opportunity to deepen our connection with the divine, to expand our understanding, and to raise our vibrational frequency. At this crucial time in our collective history, we are called to recognize and honor our true nature as beings of light. The intense solar activities of 2025 are a divine call to awaken from our spiritual slumber, to remember our heavenly origin and our sacred purpose on this earthly plane. The solar fire we witness in 2025 is not just a physical phenomenon, but a powerful symbol of the process of spiritual transformation that humanity is going through. Just as the sun purifies and transforms everything it touches with its heat, divine fire works within us, refining our essence and revealing our true nature. When we observe a solar flare, we witness a spectacle of power and transformation that helps us understand the process of spiritual purification. The plasma explosions, which rise thousands of kilometers above the solar surface, are like visible manifestations of God's transformative power, reminding us that we too must go through a process of refinement. Divine fire, like solar fire, has the ability to transform everything it touches. However, unlike physical fire that could destroy, divine fire purifies and perfects. It is a fire that does not consume but refines. It does not destroy but transmutes. It is the same fire that Moses saw in the burning bush, which burned but was not consumed. In our time, intense solar activities are a physical reflection of this process of spiritual purification. Each solar flare we record is like a pulse from the divine heart, sending waves of transformative energy through the cosmos until it reaches every receptive soul on Earth. This energy is not destructive, but a catalyst for deep and necessary changes. The process of transformation through divine fire often manifests itself in our lives through challenges and situations that take us out of our comfort zone. Just as metal needs to go through fire to be purified of its impurities, our soul needs to go through experiences that help us release limiting patterns and beliefs that no longer serve our spiritual growth. During this process, we may experience intense sensations of internal heat, changes in our sleeping patterns, changes in our perception of time and space. These are signs that divine fire is working at deep levels of our being, transforming not only our consciousness, but also our energetic structure. It is important to understand that this purification process is not a punishment, but a divine gift. Just like the sun doesn't choose what to illuminate or heat, divine fire works in all aspects of our lives that require transformation. It is a process guided by the infinite wisdom of the Creator, who knows exactly what we need for our evolution. Divine fire works uniquely in each person. Some may feel its action as a gentle but persistent force, which gradually dissolves resistance and opens new paths of understanding. Others may experience moments of intense transformation, such as a solar flare that illumines previously obscure areas of your consciousness. During this refinement process, it is common to go through periods of emotional and mental discomfort. Old thought structures and emotional patterns begin to dissolve under the action of divine fire. It is as if our personality is being recalibrated to vibrate at a higher frequency, more aligned with our true spiritual essence. Divine fire also acts in our physical dimension. Many experience changes in their eating habits, a greater need for rest, or, paradoxically, bursts of intense energy. Our physical body, being the temple of the spirit, also goes through a process of refinement and vibrational elevation. As the divine fire works within us, we begin to notice significant changes in the way we see and interact with the world. Relationships that no longer vibrate at our frequency naturally dissolve, while new connections based on spiritual affinity are established. It is as if divine fire is rearranging the entire fabric of our reality. This process of transformation not only affects our individuality, but has a direct impact on our ability to serve as instruments of divine light. The more purified we become by divine fire, more clearly we can reflect the light of the Creator in our environment and relationships. The 2025 solar flares are a constant reminder of this ongoing purification process. Each explosion of light on the sun is like a call to intensify our surrender to the transformative process. These are moments that invite us to delve deeper into the mystery of the divine fire that works within us. As we allow divine fire to transform us, we discover that our true nature is much more expansive and luminous than we imagined. Layers of limitation and fear are being dissolved, revealing the radiant essence that has always existed within us. This process of transformation through divine fire does not have a defined endpoint. Just as the sun continues its constant process of nuclear fusion, generating light and heat, our spiritual transformation is an ongoing process of expansion and refinement. Each new level reached opens up possibilities for even deeper exploration. The beauty of this process is its gradual and progressive nature. Although we may experience moments of intense transformation, such as solar flares, the work of divine fire is constant and sustained. It is a process that respects our individual rhythm of integration and growth. As we move forward on this journey of transformation, we develop a deeper understanding of the divine purpose in our lives. We begin to see each experience, each challenge, as an opportunity for refinement and growth. Divine fire teaches us to trust the process, to surrender to higher wisdom that guides our evolution. Amid the intense solar manifestations of 2025, a special call emerges aimed at those who have chosen to awaken to their divine mission. This is not an ordinary calling, but a sacred invitation to actively participate in the ongoing process of planetary transformation. The chosen ones are not special people due to merit or privilege, but souls who, at some point in their journey, said yes to the divine call. They are those who, even without fully understanding the path, felt in their hearts the irresistible impulse to serve a greater purpose. This calling manifests itself in different ways for each person. Some experience it as a deep restlessness, a feeling that there is something more important to accomplish in their life. Others experience recurring dreams, visions, or synchronicities that guide them toward their divine purpose. Intensified solar flares of this current period are like heavenly signs that amplify this call. Each burst of solar energy that hits our planet carries specific activation codes, awakening ancestral memories and dormant potentials in the hearts of the chosen ones. It is important to understand that being chosen does not mean having a life free of challenges. On the contrary, it often means facing more intense trials, as the process of preparing for a divine mission requires a profound refinement of the being. Like gold that needs to go through fire to reach its maximum purity, the chosen ones go through intense processes of transformation. During this period of intense solar activity, many of the chosen ones experience unique sensations and phenomena. Some report an increased sensitivity to energy, sensing fluctuations in the Earth's electromagnetic field. Others develop an expanded capacity for intuition and spiritual perception, as if new senses are awakening. This heightened awakening is no coincidence. The solar flares of 2025 act as catalysts, accelerating the process of expanding consciousness in the chosen ones. It's as if each solar flare was a cosmic key, unlocking dormant potentials and activating spiritual codes in our DNA. The chosen often find themselves in a unique position, with one foot in the material world and the other in the spiritual. This duality is not a curse, but a blessing that allows us to serve as bridges between different dimensions of consciousness. They are called to translate spiritual truths into practical actions that benefit all humanity. Amid the challenges of this time, those chosen bear a sacred responsibility. They are not just observers of ongoing changes, but active agents of transformation. Each person, in their area of activity, is called to embody and express the divine qualities that the world so desperately needs: unconditional love, compassion, wisdom, and inner strength. The path of the chosen one is not a path of isolation, but of integration. Just as the sun does not shine for itself, but to illuminate all the planets in its orbit, the chosen are called to share their light with everyone around them. This sharing does not happen through preaching or impositions, but through the living example of an awakened conscience. The intense solar manifestations of this period serve as a constant reminder of the urgent nature of our mission. Each solar flare is like a divine impulse that awakens us to the importance of the present moment. There is no time to waste on distractions or doubts. The call is now. Many of those chosen are discovering abilities and gifts they did not know they had. Some develop healing abilities, others a deep understanding of spiritual laws, still others an extraordinary ability to transmit knowledge and inspiration. These skills are not for personal benefit, but tools for divine service. The process of awakening as a chosen one is often accompanied by a profound transformation in personal relationships. Old friendships can dissolve while new meaningful connections form. It is as if the universe is reorganizing our relationship networks to better support our spiritual mission. In 2025, the chosen ones are being called to raise their vibrational frequency to unprecedented levels. This process can be challenging as it requires releasing old patterns, limiting beliefs and attachments that no longer serve divine purpose. It is a time of detachment and renewal. At this crucial moment in human history, we witness not only extraordinary solar phenomena, but true manifestation of divine light in every dimension of existence. This light is not just physical, but a transformative force that permeates all aspects of life. The intense solar activities of 2025 are an outward reflection of a much deeper inner reality. Each solar flare is like a pulse from the divine heart, sending waves of love and wisdom through the cosmos. These waves of energy not only affect the Earth's magnetic field, but also touch the depths of our spiritual consciousness. The manifestation of divine light in our time is not a distant or abstract event, but tangible reality that we can experience in our daily lives. It expresses itself through meaningful synchronicities, profound insights, moments of crystal clarity, and experiences of transcendental connection. Just as the sun does not discriminate where its rays will shine, divine light is available to all who open their hearts to receive it. It is not necessary to belong to a specific religion or follow a particular spiritual path. The only requirement is to be willing to recognize and welcome this sacred presence in our lives. Amidst the intense transformations we experience, divine light acts like a beacon, guiding us through the turbulent waters of change. It illuminates not only our outer path, but mainly our inner world, revealing aspects of ourselves that need to be seen, understood, and transformed. Each person experiences the manifestation of divine light in a unique way. For some, it presents itself as a deep peace that transcends external circumstances. For others, it manifests as extraordinary mental clarity or an expanded capacity for understanding and discernment. There are still those who experience it as a revitalizing energy that renews body, mind, and spirit. Divine light not only acts on an individual level, but has a profound impact on our collective consciousness. As more people awaken to this higher reality, a field of resonance is created that facilitates the awakening of others. It is as if each person who opens themselves to the divine light becomes an anchoring point for this energy on the earthly plane. In 2025, intensified solar manifestations constantly remind us of the presence of this higher light in our lives. Each burst of energy in the sun is like a wake-up call, an invitation to raise our vibrational frequency and align ourselves more deeply with divine purpose. The manifestation of divine light in our time is not just a passive phenomenon of contemplation, but a call to action. We are invited to become active channels of this light, allowing it to flow through us to benefit all of creation. This happens through our words, actions, and especially through the quality of our presence. As we open to this higher light, we experience a profound transformation in the way we perceive and interact with reality. We develop a broader and more compassionate vision, capable of recognizing the divine presence in all situations, even those apparently challenging or negative. Divine light works on multiple levels simultaneously, affecting not only our consciousness, but also our physical structure. Many experience significant changes in their energy patterns, sleeping and eating needs, as if the body is adapting to sustain a higher vibrational frequency. This is a time of deep integration, where divine light helps us harmonize all aspects of our being. There is no separation between the spiritual and the material, between the sacred and the mundane. Everything is permeated by the same divine energy. Everything is part of the same cosmic dance of creation and transformation. The solar flares of 2025 remind us that the manifestation of divine light is not a smooth, predictable process. Just as the sun has moments of intense activity, our spiritual journey also has cycles of accelerated expansion and moments of smoother integration. As we move forward in this process of manifesting divine light, we develop a deeper understanding of our true nature as beings of light. We begin to recognize that we are not separate from this divine source, but are individualized expressions of it. This recognition brings with it a sacred responsibility to manifest this divine light in every aspect of our lives. It is not enough to just receive this energy. We are called to embody it, to live it, to express it in every thought, word, and action. The intense solar activities of this period are a constant reminder of our divine potential. Each solar flare is like a cosmic mirror, reflecting our own ability to radiate light and love. We are called to shine, not for our own glory, but to light the way for others. This is a unique moment in human history, where the manifestation of divine light is happening on an unprecedented scale. Each person who awakens to this reality becomes part of a growing network of light that is transforming planetary consciousness. The divine light manifesting in our time is not just a force for personal transformation, but a catalyst for the collective evolution of humanity. As more people open to receiving and manifesting this light, together we create a field of expanded possibilities for all life on Earth.